Hello, I thought we could take a little break today and take a look at the March 28th edition of People. And here we see Samuel L. Jackson and his wife, Latanya Richardson Jackson, on the cover. They've been married for 41 years. And the headline is, How My Wife Saved My Life. The movie star and the Broadway actress open up about their lasting marriage, the harrowing addiction that almost derailed Samuel's career, and how Latanya's love helped him, quote, become the man I am meant to be, unquote. We also have deadly TikTok challenges, a piece on William Hurt, who recently passed away, and Kelly Clarkson's divorce battle ends. Yeah, for a steroid cream there. Now we have the chatter section. So what are we chattering about? Renee Zellweger apparently had to go through 4 hours of makeup for The Thing About Pam, her new project that she's in. So how did she spend those 4 hours? Let's see what she says. You can call your mom in the chair. You can get your emails done and Christmas shopping. So it sounds like she made good use of her time. And here we have Cameron Diaz. And when asked about her skincare routine, she says, literally the last thing I think about on a daily basis, maybe not at all during the day, is what I look like. I literally do nothing. I never wash my face. That works for Cameron, but it's a less is more approach. Sometimes it's the better thing to do. And here we have the funny man, Ken Jeong, and he's speaking about his Community co-star. Well, he was speaking to him, to Joel McHale, and he says, my back still hurts from carrying you on Community all these years. That's funny. Up here we have, who do we have? Joshua Jackson, and he is responding to wife Jodie Turner Smith after she claimed that the paparazzi caught her looking like a S blank blank blank, bad word, during Paris Fashion Week on Twitter. So this is his response to her. Why are you lying about the Twitters? You know you've never looked bad a day in your life, and that is a nice thing for a husband to say to a wife. Next we have Andrew Garfield about fitting into his Spider-Man costume again. I thought, I'm 36 and I need to work much harder to keep my body in a certain shape. So I was very nervous. Well, we all are. It happens, you get older, hopefully if you're lucky. And here's Thandwe Newton, and she's speaking about her love scenes with Chris Pine in All the Old Knives. And she says, we had an intimacy coordinator. We choreographed it like ballet. We could do it now on the stage for you, but we won't. So they had an intimacy coordinator. That's very interesting. 5 things we're talking about this week. Well, I didn't know this was happening. There's a live production of Pinocchio coming, and Tom Hanks is going to be Geppetto. So that's cool. Rihanna could launch a $3 billion with a B, IPO, with her lingerie line. Here's a piece here of it. It's called Savage X Fenty. I hope I'm saying that right. She's going to get richer. Number 3, Netflix asks, is it cake? And this is a show based on the online trend of cutting into everyday objects that turn out to be hyper-realistic cakes. And it inspired a new series. So pastry chefs or artists are going to compete for a cash prize trying to dupe the judges. And number 2 is the Volkswagen bus rides again. A new VW bus is coming, in 2024. And what is it called? So there's the old one. It's reinvented as an electric vehicle called the ID Buzz. And the number one is Will Ferrell donned his semi-pro character costume and participated in a warm-up with the Golden State Warriors March 8th. There's an ad for Hilton. It's very fancy. Oh, look at the springtime. Starbucks. Looks good. Spring Day Blend. Honey and Madagascar Vanilla. It's table of contents. Let's look at Star Treks. Lady Gaga went to 2 award shows in one night, and she had a costume change in between on March 13th. First, she channeled old Hollywood in this custom Ralph Lauren collection at the BAFTA Awards in London, and then she went to the Critics' Choice Awards in Gucci. Look at that. Fancy dress. What do we have up here? The dynamic duo. We have Jennifer Garner and Ryan Reynolds talking about their production, The Adam Project. They talk about that in this magazine too. I'm not sure what that is. And here, oh, these two look cute together. Rosario Dawson and Benjamin Bratt. What are they promoting? Their new HBO Max miniseries, DMZ. And here we have Nicolas Cage with a doll of himself, and he is promoting the unbearable weight of massive talent. Looking good. And here we have stars on set. So we get to peek at the different productions sets. Here we have Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose, and The Weeknd, and they are holding hands, shooting a scene for the HBO series The Idol. And here we have Rachel Brosnahan and Reed Scott, and they are at Rockefeller Center on the ice rink, and they are filming The Marvelous Miss Maisel. What do we have here? Imelda Staunton, and she is recreating Queen Elizabeth's state visit to Russia for Netflix's The Crown. Look at that coat. And there's the original. That's what they're trying to recreate. It's pretty close. Looks pretty much the same. And here we have Joaquin Phoenix. And he's dressed as Napoleon. And he is in London on the set of Ridley Scott's historical drama, Kitbag. Kitbaghe. Here we have Sylvester Stallone and Diane von Furstenberg. She received Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's Woman of Leadership Award. He accompanied her. And we have Rainy Day Smiles. Here we have Princess Kate. What is she doing? Well, this is in London, and she is showing support of Ukraine. And this beautiful blue dress. And what is this? The Commonwealth Day Service. And we're having, oh, look at this. My niece Sarah's favorite movie, Mrs. Doubtfire. They're having a reunion, or they had a reunion in Hartford, Connecticut, March 12th. Or they tried. Look at that. You see that was then. And this is now. That was in 1993. I know that's a movie beloved by so many people. Get to look at the fancy dresses. Let's see what we got here. Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore is wearing, I might say it wrong, but I might not. Elie Saab Haute Couture. And they are at the Critics' Choice Awards. So we have that. And I like this one on Serena Williams. I think it's very flattering to her. She was a presenter along with her sister, and this is Versace. It's a crystal mesh gown. Carrie Mulligan. Oh, that's pretty too, isn't it? Dior. And yes, she has statement jewelry by Bulgari. It's beautiful. Embroidered fishnet and tulle. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kristen Stewart. That's beautiful. Dolce & Gabbana. And this is adorned with 65,000 Swarovski stones and beads. Can you imagine how heavy it was? And I like this too. It's flattering to her. Jean Smart. This is Valentino. An ivory sweater and a silver sequined embroidered skirt. It looks very beautiful. Look at her beautiful clutch. Jada Pinkett Smith. What is this? This is for Maison Robbie Carews. And she had a custom headpiece featuring 53 diamonds. It would be nice if I showed that, huh? Elle Fanning. She shows up in these often. So, Oscar de la Renta. Pretty. Bio oil. Kelly Clarkson moves on. Well, you know, that's what you got to do sometimes. Who is this gentleman she was married to? He is a talent manager, Brandon Blackstock. They were married almost 7 years. Almost. And she has risen to, she's a daytime queen. She's got her show. She's got a lot going on. She's truly able to begin the next chapter of her life with her kids. Tom Brady unretires from the NFL, and here he is with his children. And now Queen Latifah is joining this movement. It has to do with something about obesity, and it's bigger than .com. And this is a paid Novo Nordisk. We keep seeing these ads. I'm not really sure what it's all about. Jamie Lee Curtis is raising money for her kids and defending her own. Jamie Lee Curtis now has 2 daughters, I guess. And she is joining the Children's Hospital in LA in Make March Matter fundraising campaign. So you can go on their website and see what that is about. Inside Deion Sanders' medical emergency. Oh, he had a harrowing ordeal that could have killed him. Oh no. He has a docuseries, Coach Prime, and he reveals that he had his left big toe and second toe amputated when the toes turned black because of blood clots that formed after he underwent a routine surgery in September to treat a dislocated toe and an inflamed nerve. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Oh, I'm glad he's okay. Here we have Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian. He's defending her. Their Instagram official. They changed the layout of this heart monitor where they give a blip about people who got married or divorced, or like these two. A red carpet debut, Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bon Jovi. He looks just like his dad, John Bon Jovi. He's 19 and she is 18. Well, they're official. They were spotted on a carpet together. Married, Billy Lord and Austin Rydell. That's a cute couple. And divorcing, Rosanna Arquette and Todd Morgan. This is her 4th marriage. He is an investment banker. and they were married for 8 years. Ooh, Sebastian Stan on his wild new roles. He has a new... Oh, he's in that show Pam and Tommy, which I haven't watched. I probably won't, but it seems like the performances are very, very good. Well, I've certainly seen the ads a lot. And for that production, he learned to play the drums. And they ask him, will you keep playing? And he says, 100%, yeah. His mother is a pianist. And down here, Neil Diamond sells his music catalog. He sold the rights to his publishing and master recordings to Universal Music Group for an undisclosed amount. He's 81. And they show some of the other recording stars. Stevie Nicks sold for $100 million, Bob Dylan for $300 million, and I never knew this. Bruce Springsteen for $500 million. Wow. Let's look at Brooke Shields' L.A. Retreat that she has sold. She purchased it 25 years ago for $3.25 million, and she sold it for $7.4 million. Wow, there's the kitchen. And there is a primary suite, they're calling it. And there's the pool. It's in LA, so it has a pool. And the top floor up here, which houses a sitting room, oh my gosh, it overlooks the Getty Museum. Wow. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, we have passages. Here we have Haley, Justin's wife, Justin Bieber's wife. She also had a blood clot, just like the other story we saw. Babies. Elon Musk and his significant other Grimes have welcomed another baby. And I'm not even going to attempt to read the names. Splits. Singer Prince Royce and Shadowhunters actress Emerald Tobia are divorcing after 3 years of marriage. Jussie Smollett has been sentenced to 30 months of felony probation. Deaths. Singer Tracy Braxton, who appeared alongside her sisters Tony and Tamar in the reality series, has died of esophageal cancer. She was only 50. Bobby Nelson, the older sister of country music legend Willie Nelson and longtime pianist for the family, which is his backing band, she died at 91. No cause of death given. And actor and jazz trombonist Conrad Janis, who appeared on the ABC sitcom Mork and Mindy, died in LA. He was 94. Happy birthday, Diana Ross, looking good at 78. Reese Witherspoon and Elton John. They all celebrate birthdays at the end of March. Oscar de la Hoya. Down here, here's the Why I Care section. Personal stories about giving back. And he supports Project Angel Food, a nonprofit providing meals to people with serious illnesses. Well, this arose from his own personal battle with COVID, and it reminded him about the importance of health. And this is an LA-based nonprofit that prepares and delivers meals to men, women, and children affected by severe illnesses. And that is a wonderful, wonderful cause, isn't it? And look at, depending on what age you are, you'll remember this guy. And we say goodbye to Emilio Delgado. And here he is with Bert and Ernie, and there he is with Big Bird and Maria, his show wife. and he was the fix-it shop owner on Sesame Street, Luis, and Maria was his wife on the show. Her name is Sonia Manzano. And he had multiple myeloma, and he died in New York. And Charles Entenmann has also passed. And I thought this was an interesting quip. We have the entrepreneur helped turn a family business into a dessert empire. And that is true. It says here 100,000 donuts are produced every hour. And the funny thing is, I don't know if this Charles W. Entenmann might be his son, but he says of this Charles E. Entenmann, he didn't eat cake. He just wasn't a dessert guy. That's funny. Look at this dish. It looks like something. It looks like people food. It's not. It's dog food. Feed them without holding your breath. And that's for Caesar. I'm telling you, they're starting to make some of this dog food look like people food. Maybe that's the point, huh? And here we have a story about this wonderful lady who photographs shelter dogs. Her name is Carolyn Cowan, and she captures these dogs mid-chomp. She catches pups mid-snap to help fund local breed rescues. So for a small donation fee, owners receive 2 of a kind before and after pup portraits, one with cheese and one without. And she's raising money to make dog food available to owners who can't afford to feed their pets. Isn't that funny? Look at these guys. And I think pretty much every dog I take care of likes cheese. And this person, who is this person? Calvin Lee. And he is in, I think he's in New York. And he went into TikTok and asked his viewers to pitch in. And in 19 days, he cranked out 100 hats on a knitting machine, and then he walked 9.4 miles around Manhattan handing them out to people that need them in the cold weather. There's an ad for real estate, Better Homes and Gardens. I keep seeing this advertised, and it's called We Crashed. There's no space in there. We Crashed it because this is the real life couple that designed WeWork, which also had no space. And we have Jared Leto and Anne Hathaway starring as that couple. They do look like them, and I'm sure we'll know more about this because it's coming out. Maybe they'll even make a story about this. I don't know much about it. What's it on? I don't know. It's a series, and you can watch it on show. Oh wait. Well, listen. I don't know what. Apple TV. It was right there. Oh boy. Well, listen. What's this? An ad for Cozy, a family organizing app. Here's The Adam Project on Netflix. And it's a family-oriented adventure. He plays Adam, a time-traveling pilot from 2050. And he returns to the present on a mission to rescue the world. It's got a lot of big stars in it. Vikings Valhalla's Frida Gustafsson, and she plays Eric the Red's warrior daughter on Netflix. And what did she do? She posed a special challenge. That Netflix posed a special challenge to her, and she had to train to put on muscle. I saw that as my Mount Everest, she says, but it's a great feeling. Now I enjoy lifting something heavy. She probably got in very good shape. I gotta watch this. Let's see. On Amazon, we have Master. I've seen this advertised lately, and I never know what it is. Let's see. Regina Hall. She is a professor at a prestigious and mostly white New England college, and she tries to shake off unsettling clues that the campus might be haunted. That sounds pretty good. And here we have an ad for Amy Schumer's new show on Hulu, and it's a comedy. There's a little article. Well, it's not an article. It's the last Q&A in this magazine. And there's Michael Cera. I didn't know he was in that show. I've seen the show advertised. It looks older. Now he's not a kid anymore. Here's their predictions for the Oscars. They predict Best Picture, The Power of the Dog. Best Director, Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog. Best Actor, Will Smith for King Richard. Best Actress, Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Best Supporting Actor, the gentleman from Coda, Troy Kotsur. And Best Supporting Actress is Ariana DeBose from West Side Story. So that's what they predict. Let's see what happens. And they're saying that Lady Gaga got snubbed. Well, and says she should have been a contender. And they say she should have gotten the Best Actress for House of Gucci. Well, I think she's winning other awards. You can't win them all. So here we have the Best New Books. Stephen Galloway for Truly Madly. Dolly Parton and James Patterson, Run, Rose, Run. Karen Joy Fowler for Booth. Seth Meyers has written, it looks like a children's book called I'm Not Scared, You're Scared. Oh, that's cute. And here we have our beautiful couple from the cover. And he says, she gave me the chance to be the man I was supposed to be. The couple opens up about their romance of more than 50 years and how they've stood strong together through tough times. And LaTanya Richardson Jackson was a student at Spelman College in Atlanta when a tall stranger caught her eye. I remember he had this huge afro, she says, of Samuel L. Jackson, who would become her husband. And the only time I've seen Samuel L. Jackson, like in movies, I think he's probably had a wig on, right? And here are some of his films. I think, well, no, I haven't seen The Avengers, but I've seen Jungle Fever, Jurassic Park, Pulp Fiction, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and then The Avengers. And this lady is a Broadway actress's wife. And here she is with Denzel Washington in a production of A Raisin in the Sun. And she was on Grey's Anatomy too. But I thought this was a wonderful quote. She's saying the secret to a lasting marriage, and this is true, a lot of compromise and a hell of a lot of amnesia. I haven't been married for 41 years, but I've been married for a long time, and truer words could not be spoken. Here they are. This yellow dress that she is pictured in is beautiful. The time of their lives. We wake up every day with a full agenda, she says. It's a great time to be alive. They keep busy. Now this, I see advertised too, and I think I'm going to watch it. The Last Days of Ptolemy Gray, and it's based on a Walter Mosley novel. I just know it's going to be, sad and probably serious. And I'll have to be in the right mindset to watch it. And here are beautiful family pictures. Oh my gosh, there they are on their wedding day. Oh, yes, they are there, yep. In 1980. And here is their daughter, Zoe. And here we have Zoe, their daughter, LaTanya, Samuel, and his mother, Elizabeth, who's no longer with us, but this is when he got his Hollywood star. I hope you could see that. I was so engrossed in the pictures that I didn't know where my camera was. And here's the Queen. What the Queen is really like. Look at that jewelry. Pretty. And down here it says, you don't want the Queen to give you that look. You just don't want to cross her. Okay? And here's Princess Diana and Charles. And this picture must not be a recent picture because I think that these kids are bigger now. Let's see. It says Grandmother in Chief. Yes, that's in 2018. And that's when they had the big fire at the castle, Windsor Castle. That was in 1992. And let's see, her humble burial wishes. There she is with her father and her mother and Princess Margaret, her sister. She'll be buried alongside her parents at St. George's Chapel. And this is about the young lady who's being held in Russia, Brittany Griner, a star player in peril. Here she is playing basketball. And here are two other gentlemen that are being held in Russia, detained. And here is this Brittany's wife. Her name is Sherelle. We await the day to love on you as family. I bet you that's just a horrible thing to go through. Here we have the William Hurt story, a brilliant actor's talent and troubles. Here he is as a young man, very handsome. Pensive, yet strappingly handsome, he starred in classics like Body Heat, but went through dark times off screen. Here we have some of the movies he was in: Body Heat, The Big Chill, Kiss of the Spider Woman, Children of a Lesser God, Broadcast News, and The Accidental Tourist. It says a stellar decade. All of that was in the 80s. And he says, sometimes I'm an actor caught in a movie star's body. And that was to NPR in 2010. Where's this? His kids. Oh, he was in Marvel Super Hits, which I haven't seen because my kids are older now. I'm sure if I had younger kids, I would know more about that. I didn't know he did that. And here's where he is with his second wife, Heidi Henderson. And that was in 2016. No, I'm sorry. This is in 2016. This is in 2006. Look at this. Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Matthews. Our dream wedding. And it does look like a dream, doesn't it? The NFL star marries his high school sweetheart in a romantic ceremony in Hawaii in front of friends and family and their 1-year-old daughter, Sterling. What a beautiful, beautiful pictures. And Brittany says, we did things a little out of order, but everything happens for a reason. It does. She's got that right. And They have been together since high school, young and in love, and they started dating in 2012 at White House High School in Texas. And here they are in an embrace, and here is their engagement photo. How beautiful. And we go from that happy story to this not so happy, not at all happy story. Young people doing TikTok challenges, and it's not good. This young person got burned. Nick Howell sets himself aflame with the fire challenge. I don't know anything about these challenges. I feel fortunate that my kids were not kids when TikTok got invented, because I don't know what would have they would have been doing this. I hope not. I hope they wouldn't have gotten burned. But I'm not going to act like my kids wouldn't have gotten roped into some of this stuff. These young people are impressionable, and TikTok seems like a rabbit hole to go down. I don't know. And he has a long road to recovery. You shouldn't try everything you see on social media, he says. It won't go well. At least he's got a nice big family around him. And then we have the Skullbreaker Challenge. Olivia Ross suffered a concussion. And this young man died on a dare with the Blackout Challenge. Joshua Haley Jesus. I don't know if I'm going to be saying that right. It's just tragic. Okay, so what can parents do? I mean, they have this two little words down here, but let's read it. Monitor police, media, and social... let's start off. Monitor police, media, and school advisories for information on the latest social media trends and challenges. Check your child's phones and computers for evidence of potentially harmful online behavior. Talk to your children about the risks certain trends may pose. The Bachelor's surprise twist. Love made me a better man. Look at this little treehouse up here. How cute. After a controversial season, Bachelor Clayton Eckerd and Susie Evans have reunited, and they are planning a future together. That is a very revealing little picture there, isn't it? I'm sure she's got something on. Yeah, she does. She's got a little skirt or something on, I think. And they are laughing together. We love to mess with each other, says Susie. That's one thing people didn't see so much on the show. We just goof the whole time. And here they are on the show. I feel at peace. We did what was best for us, says Susie. And here we have the newlyweds camping nightmare. And a wilderness trip turned tragic for Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner when a killer showed up. And here they are with her dad. And here is a vigil for these two. And here's a timeline of the couple's whereabouts. Evening out with friends. They were last seen the night of August 13th, where they had drinks at this tavern. A fatal premonition. She jokes, in the this is in the tavern's video. She joked to friends that if she and Crystal ended up dead, they were killed by a, quote, creepy man. Oh my goodness. Chilling discovery. Family friend Cindy Sue Hunter found the women fatally shot near their campground. Is it above? I cried for 34 days, she said. It's horrible. This is a nice story, though. Let's read something happy. This lady in Iowa has started a donation closet. She's selling used clothing, and she gives the funds to people who are paying adoption fees. I would say normally to lawyers, mainly to lawyers, so they can adopt kids. And it says here that the fees charged by adoption attorneys typically range from $8,000 to $40,000. So she started this in her garage, and people can donate clothing, and she sells it. And this was born out of her desire to adopt a child, one of these children. For her own, a child that she had raised. So I love for people to know they can adopt will help, says Brittany. Her name is Brittany Berry, I-E at the end. And this is her, The Journey of Love. This is Gracie. This is the young lady that she adopted. The first time I held her, I knew she was mine. I would do anything for her. And they do have an adoption day. And this sounds like it was born out of her love for garage sales and her knowledge that there's money to be made selling used things. And here's an ad for Olay with Collagen, a new thing that they're pushing. Here we have some beautiful, beautiful photographs of Oscar nominees. Look at her beautiful hair. Picture perfect. Jessica Chastain, Best Actress, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. And she says, I'm excited to celebrate this moment with these other incredible women, alluding to her fellow nominees. Here is one of my favorites, Javier Bardem, looking so handsome. And he is nominated Best Actor for Being the Ricardos. And he says, on speaking about Desi Arnaz, he fought for inclusion with a smile on his face. He never gave up. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know he played Desi Arnaz. I think I would like that movie. I will watch it eventually. It might be in 10 years, but I will watch it. Oh, here we have Penelope Cruz, Best Actress for Parallel Mothers. He's the reason I decided to become an actress, she says on her frequent collaborator, Pedro Almodovar. Parallel Mothers she was in. I know nothing about that. I want to read about it. Kristen Stewart, Best Actress for Spencer, playing the late Princess Diana. Here are her pictures. Looking beautiful. I don't know if you can see them all. Let me put it down. Got some beautiful pictures here. Ingenue Ellis. I hope I said that right. Oh, is that a ring? Look at that. She's got some good advice here too. Best Supporting Actress for King Richard. And she's giving advice to her younger self. This is what she says. Save your money and enjoy your time, because I took myself entirely too seriously and did not have enough fun. There's some shots in that beautiful, this beautiful orange suit. Or maybe it's like more yellowish in those. Looks like Scope has a new bottle. here's Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell. What are they nominated for? Best Original Song. Let me cut your head off there. For No Time to Die. This nomination is a celebration of all the hard work that went into this film and how lucky we feel to have been part of it, he says. Look at her beautiful nails. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful eyes. And Cody Smith-McPhee, Best Supporting Actor for The Power of the Dog. This recognition isn't just for my achievement in Power of the Dog, but also my pushing through to continue doing what I love. He is 25 years old. He looks 18. I don't know much about him. I think I'm going to watch that movie eventually too. And here we have beautiful Ariana DeBose. I think I say her name right. Best Supporting Actress for West Side Story. I do think she's going to win too. And look at this cool outfit she's got on. I'm not someone who thought they'd get this far. I'm enjoying everything as it comes. And those are some nice words, huh? And then we have our Kodak man. He's been in a lot of People magazines, and I never know if I'm saying his name right. Troy Kotsur. This movie is impacting all types of communities. Hearing, deaf, all of the above. It's beautiful to make that connection. He is nominated for Best Supporting Actor, and I do think he's going to win this too. He is 55 years old. This story is a look into a mental health problem. Let's talk about it. Losing a sister to psychosis, she became another person. Kylie Letty was just 12 when her big sister Kate's, K-A-I-T, traumatic brain injury shattered their world. And this, I don't know if this young lady wrote this book. Let's see. Yes, she wrote the book. It's called The Perfect Other. And her sister suffered a traumatic brain injury. And it can lead, I'm reading this, it can lead to the development of psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia. While milder mood, behavior, and cognitive troubles are more common after effects, psychosis, a mental disorder so severe it causes loss of contact with reality, occurs in 1% to 8% of cases following a TBI. That's still pretty big, 1 to 8%. And this injury occurred, they tell how it occurred. It was in 2010. And she was at Drexel University as a freshman, and she was on the steps of a brownstone when a friend fell into her for an exaggerated bear hug, and Kate lost her balance, fell backward, and smacked her head on the concrete and suffered traumatic hemorrhaging into her brain. And she spent time in the ICU. This is the mother of these girls. Oh, it's just, but this is this, if you have a library near you, or you could buy it, this young lady has written a book about their experience with this, just devastating. And this young man, his name is John No Age Decker, and he invented this machine to help people eat. Help people feed themselves. It says, feeding with dignity. After seeing his own grandfather struggle to eat, this mechanical engineer created a robotic meal assistant. And this young lady uses this device. Her name is Tenley. And the mother says it changed her. She felt confident. And his grandfather was suffering from a degenerative neuromuscular condition, and he was bedridden, and my grandmother would have to spoon feed him in front of friends and family. He loathed the experience, and it made him want to eat even less. Cutting off this young man's head. And that's true. It's a loss of independence, and it can be shattering on a lot of levels for people. So this is what he invented. Let's take a look at it. The first prototype was made from pulleys and rope and Legos, says John Decker, the inventor. And it is called the OBI. And it costs between $6,800 and $10,000, but some or all is covered by many insurance plans, as well as by the Veterans Administration, the VA. And it can even deliver soup without spilling it. And he says it's about giving back a sense of independence. And here's his family. Here's an old picture of his family. And he's with his sister and his mother and his grandparents. And he feels that relying on others to feed him accelerated his grandfather's illness. And while that's hard to say, it could very well be true. Earth Hour, Saturday, March 26th at 8:30. I wonder what that is. Maybe we can all just sit still for an hour and meditate or just do something quiet. I love the earth. Smells like spring. Let's look at these fragrances. I never knew this about Michelle Pfeiffer. She has 10 fragrances now. Try to get this where we can see it. And this is by Sheep's Clothing, and it's called Henry Rose. And it has pink peppercorn for an unexpected touch of spice. Here we have My Way, Giorgio Armani, notes of neroli and musk. It smells and looks gorgeous, it says. Victoria's Secret, that might be a little less expensive. And this is a floral mix with camellia and orange flower, and it's called Very Sexy Oasis. Nest New York Golden Nectar, look at that bottle. Amber and vanilla accents. It was inspired by Cleopatra's legendary allure. Burberry down here. And I think it's called Her. Burberry Her. It is a peony plant, honeysuckle and rose. And after it settles, you'll pick up musk. That's a beautiful bottle too, isn't it? Lotus flower. 7 virtues, a lotus pear, fruity florals. That one's really pretty. Dolce & Gabbana, Dolce Lily. It is an adorable bottle. It says it's an uplifting aroma. These look like that food looks good on that Reynolds wrap. Stealing food moments. And these are 3 recipes inspired by different TV shows. Here we have from Bridgerton, glazed lemon ginger tea cakes. I see a laundry list of ingredients here, but maybe you would like to try that. They look good. That Easter cheesecake, this might be feasible for me to make. It's made with Philadelphia cream cheese. This one is inspired by Only Murders in the Building. You can spell out Clue. And this is an avocado and bell pepper omelet. That looks pretty good. I like it. It's an ad for the Vitamin Shop. And look at this steak. Look at that thing. This is inspired by Yellowstone, the show Yellowstone. Seared steaks with bacon butter. I've never watched this, but I guess it is about a cattle ranch, so that would be appropriate. We have our puzzles. Jane Lynch, very funny lady. And here's the little blip on Amy Schumer. She's out pushing her new show, promoting her new show. And she says, Chris and I, meaning her husband, watch a lot of TV, so we have a date night every night in some ways. When we're supposed to go out, we always bail because we just want to stay home. And I can relate to her with that. She's 40. I thought she was younger. Kraft mozzarella cheese. Yeah, we've seen this before. It's a cute ad. It's got a lasagna. It looks like a birthday cake. Neutrogena retinol. Oh, they've got a power serum now. Well, thank you for joining me. I learned a lot. I've got a lot of things to catch up on, reading-wise. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever I find you here today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.